Good morning. I just woke up and I made some coffee, but it's too hot to drink. So, I figured I'd do an update video. Um, while it's cooling off. So, even though I made a previous video saying that explaining why I'm not doing meetings right now, I'm still getting like a lot of people asking me for meets. It's fucking weird. Yesterday I fell asleep and when I woke up I was completely naked and I was like, where'd my clothes go? Today I'm waking up with clothes and I'm like, where did these clothes come from? I don't know. I don't like crew necks. I always feel like I hate that. But anyway, that was a little diversion. What was I saying? Oh, people keep on asking me, when am I doing meets and stuff like that, even though I already made a video explaining why I'm not doing meets at this time. So I'm gonna reiterate. I tried a few weeks ago and a couple months before that, and like I have a lot of shit on my daily schedule, like a lot of medical and legal stuff basically throughout the day. Weekends I got my kid, so I just do mommy duties, or anytime that's school is out, like holidays and stuff like that, I have mommy duties. And then like I squeeze in what I can, like the fun I can, um whenever I can. It's random here and there. But anyway, I did try to do meets before and the guy was like a total no show one time, late cancellation, and another time a guy was really late. So yeah, I don't have time for that. I don't. So like I'm not gonna be doing it until like my schedule clears up more. Which right now, this past week, my last update video was like how I was having a bad day. My bad day didn't get better from there. Like I ended up um re-injuring my shoulder. I caused a flare up because like I was transporting my laptop from my desk to my bed. It's only a couple steps, but my headphones, the wire got stuck on the desk and it kind of like yanked me and shifted me on the direction of my bad arm, and it caused me to like pull my arm and stuff, and instinct is like to grab, not let the laptop fall, and it just caused a mess. So but eventually, like all the like flare up, that's what my doctors were calling it. It's gotten better. It's not completely better to where it was before I did that. Little oopsie, because I'm not supposed to be carrying shit. Um, I have physical therapy. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. The day before. They gave me like a rough estimate of maybe like 5 more months. They said I gotta get my range of motion back before we could work on any strength training stuff. And yesterday I had some good news because one of my other medical issues that I've been having is with my eyes, and that was like a risk of going blind. I still have a small risk, but one of the bigger issues, the more common reasons for going blind, is not an issue anymore. So I'm like super happy about that. Um, the leftover reason is like Still has a possibility, but it's rare. So I'm not so worried about that. So I'll talk a little bit about that. I have like some like growths on my optic nerves, and that was causing pressure to build up in my eyeballs, and which they said is glaucomas. So I had to take like glaucoma drops and stuff to get the pressure to go down. And glaucoma is like one of the major reasons why people go blind and stuff. And the growths are, what are they called? They're not like tumors. They have a different word, but they're like deposits of like calcium or whatever, I guess. Am I growing bones in my eyes? I don't know. Um, oh, optic nerve drusen, something like that. Anyway, I have that in both my eyes, but like this eye, I had it checked yesterday, and the vision's a little worse, so I'll be getting like new glasses, and then I'll get my full checkup on the inside of my eyeballs in like 2 more months to see how they're doing. But like now there's an issue. Like my neuro ophthalmologist suggested I try um some my name is my brain does not work very good early morning without coffee. But she wants me to try some small dosage of high blood pressure meds. I'm just gonna have to deal with the brain farts. And my doctors don't want to fuck with my blood pressure. So they've been refusing since like last year, but now my eye doctor is like, you should try it because my neuro ophthalmologist thinks that the blood vessels in my head constrict and dilate too much, and it causes me like migraines, and I'm pretty much like have migraines 24/7. Like I get like on average 2 painful ones a week, but my neurologist also thinks I have silent migraines because I'll get like dizzy and nauseous out of nowhere. So silent migraines are when you don't have like the head pain, but you still have all the neurological symptoms. So I pretty much have, or they think I have. Oh, and my vision is like really funky, like trippy vision, I call it. So, um, that's been going on for like years, constant with the vision problem. So I don't know if it's like related to eye stuff or if it's related to like migraine stuff. They tend to think it's more related to the migraine stuff, which I've tried like anti-seizure meds, and now I have like this brain shocking device, the cephally device. I just stick it to my forehead and it shocks my brain. So I'm trying that. Um, but they want to try the low dose of high blood pressure meds because like I haven't tried that, and now my ophthalmologist thinks it would help, just like my neuro ophthalmologist, and my doctor's ignoring that suggestion. They're not having it anymore, so they've been putting in a new request for my doctor to like approve it. Oh, we almost had 9 minutes, but yeah, that's one of my other medical issues, which is going good, hopefully. But it is going good, but like hopefully the next checkup on the inside of my eyeballs will go good too. So, and then I could try the meds and maybe I'll get rid of my migraines. Maybe it'll fix my trippy vision, stuff like that. So like that's a big plus if that happens, because like migraines really set me back. They suck, but I've been dealing with them for a long time. They run in my family, so it's like a hereditary thing. But anyway, another thing that I've been dealing with is it's almost spring, and spring is like super stressful for me. Um, because I have a small farm with a bunch of farm animals, and they all need new enclosures. So I've been like working on getting the materials that I can to like replace what we have and fix what we have. And yeah, it's very fucking expensive. I don't want to think about how much I've spent this past week. So, on my aminos. So that's another stressor that I try not to think about. But yeah, it has to be done because like my goal after the animals are all done is like I want to get back on the house renovations. I bought this house, it was only half renovated. I always wanted like a fixer upper. The house that we was gonna buy prior to this one had like 20 acres of land, but it was a small house, and the house needed like tons of work, and I put like 30 grand into it, and then people didn't want to work. They didn't want to fucking make it past inspection so I could fucking mortgage it. So that turned out to be a huge loss for me. But now I got this bigger house, smaller land, not so much land, but I have a couple acres, and I have my animals. I don't know if I mentioned what kind of animals I have. I probably did. But I'll mention it again. I have like a miniature horse, a donkey, a regular size goat, a miniature goat, three miniature pigs, a goose, I think about like 4 or 5 turkeys, and one chicken, um, a large breed rabbit, one dog, and about 4 cats. There's 3 outside cats, two inside cats, but one of the cats is mine. Well, my daughter's, and the other one is my brother's family's. And my daughter just got a guinea pig for her birthday, so like we have that too. So I think I added them up once, and it was about like 20 animals, and they all need shit. So yeah, having that many animals is expensive, but I'm managing it. And yeah, so like even though I'm not planning on I was gonna try to like plant some veggies and peppers and shit like that, like cool things. I wanted to plant some things, but I'm not gonna get around to it this year. It doesn't look like, because like my horse pasture, even though I did repairs on it last summer, like a tree fell onto it. This, I have a picture somewhere. I'll probably put it in the video. But yeah, like it fell onto the pasture fence, which is the pasture fence itself I've hated, because it's like the previous owners decided to use this like plastic to go around the pasture fence, and it's not sturdy. My neighbors told me it was more expensive than just doing regular wood, but it's not good shit. It's falling apart like all over the place. So I just want to take it down, put wood, paint the shit, do it the way it's supposed to be done. And then like my horses need a new shed because that shit's getting tore up. It's falling apart. Um and then my birds need new cages because I don't like the netting. That the chicken coop had netting on it, and then like the weeds grow, and there's a tree above it, and the weeds go up, and it's hard to fucking cut it because you have to be crouched down and shit. And um the branches from the tree fall onto it, and it just looks a fucking mess right now, because we get like pretty big windstorms around here that tear shit up. So if it's not sturdy, it will get torn up over time. I had told my husband, like, we should do repairs on the pastures and all the cages and stuff before we get animals, but he just showed up with animals and then he's just done like little patch jobs here and there, and it hasn't worked out well for me because now he's not around. I'm going to do it the right way. So I got walk-in chicken coops that should be getting here soon. Got to put them together and stuff instead of using like the flimsy chicken wire that comes with, because I've used that chicken wire. It's not good. It's junk. I have actual fencing, and I will be putting actual fencing around it so that it could last. But anyway, after all the farm shit's done, I'm really planning on getting like a jacuzzi because I want it on my side porch and I want to enclose my porches. And that's like I really want to have a jacuzzi by the end of this year. So I gotta like take care of the animals, and then I could work on my other house projects and stuff. I love working on projects I'm not supposed to because my arm is all busted. But yeah, so that's a little bit of me on my updates and stuff. I'm still trying to have fun here and there whenever I can. This kind of week, like last week, I slept like shit. So this week it seems like I'm catching up on sleep, even though I don't want to, because I'm like, I got hours to enjoy myself. And then and then I wake up and I'm like, why did I fall asleep? So it sucks, but at least my body's telling me I need my beauty sleep. I'm getting my beauty sleep. Gotta have my energies up soon. So hopefully, But this is why I cannot do meats right now. I just don't have time for it. So I'll be doing them another time when my schedule clears up more. And another thing is I still have to do community service for probations. I had another good news on that too. They said that like if I could get to 100 hours, they could suggest that 100 hours be enough. I think I have like 60 or 70 hours in right now. So they're gonna recommend me get a reduction in hours because I'm like, okay, well, I've been contacting people for like volunteer work, but nobody's contacting me back. And I have a lot of limitations. I cannot lift anything, and I cannot like stand very long. So I'm like, just got a message. So I'm like, like give me suggestions on what I should do, because like I just want to get it over with. And then they said they'll recommend me for early release off of that once I get my hours done. So I want to get it done, but like my physical therapist says to just get a desk job, and I don't know where to get a desk voluntary job. So that's something I'm working on. I'm working on a lot of shit. Like I have a lot of responsibilities and shit that I want to do. So that's why I'm doing shit the way I'm doing it right now. And that is all. This is a long ass ramble. My coffee should be good now. Let's see. Still a little too hot. But yeah. That is all. Bye bye.